Set, hut! Set, hut! 42 Spider! 4-2 Spider! Ready, ready! Hound 55 weak! And go!
Come on!
Get set! Get set! Hut! Here we go! Ready! Let's go! Ready, go! Cricket!
It don't matter.
Ready, ready! Slab! Set, go! Set! Ready! Hot, hot! Cobra! Let go! Easy! Ready! Here we go! Here we go, set! Moose! Hot! Come on, set! Set, hot! Easy! Go! Here we go! Hot!
Welcome to Happy Valley, State College, Pennsylvania. The S-Zone fired up, stands starting to fill, and they are ready to see the Penn State Nittany Lions take the field to kick off this new season. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's looking to throw it. He's going to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
To the air on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Dropping back, it's Kingsbury. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cuse. They're on the board first here in the season opener. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Good timing on the quick out. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Chubb. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
He makes the connection. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12, but all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Trying play action. Getting some heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dumps it to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air, it's Kingsbury. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before... Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On the run, it's Hart. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Syracuse right back at it. They give it to him again. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Kingsbury. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he could not get loose on the run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Find space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Kingsbury. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
He's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
The running back has it. And he's tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Gill. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Hogs it downfield. He makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on first down. He's got him in the flat. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Chubb. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Syracuse right back at it. Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times, that's a big...
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. It's a draw. Powers through the defender.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Touchdown, Syracuse. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit...
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yard.
Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's Kingsbury trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. How about this strong safety here, just trusting his gut and going and making a play on the quarterback.
And you can't coach that. A lot of times people see things or they don't. Understand, I can go get him right now. I can understand the situation. There's all kinds of guys throughout history that just have a great feel. He had a great feel on that play, went to the quarterback, got the sack.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll throw it on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. They move the tight end all over. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Syracuse right back at it.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Makes the catch. It's Haynes. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we...
A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. A little release to the back. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Spider! Huh? Ready! Lasso! Lasso! Ready! Set! Hunt! Igloo! Igloo! Set! 42 Spider! Fort and go! Flare! Flare! Go! Down! High! Set! Hut! High! Get set! Get set! Ready, go! Hound 55 weak! Ready, go! Here we go! Ready! Cricket! Ready, ready! Let's go! Ready, set! Slab! moves. Set on. 29 Philly. 2-9. Easy. Ready. Green 25. Set. Here we go. Set. Jackrabbit. Here we go. Spider. Hunt. Lasso. Lasso. Come on, set. Ready, ready. Igloo. Igloo. Hunt. Easy. Set up. Here we go. And go.
Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Temple Owls, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get... You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo. The give from the gun. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they're not on the same page there. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked at.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the side.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This slot receiver.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be, and the ability to get after the QB is a big part of it.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking. But first down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll run it from the gun. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Temple lines up quickly. To the air, it's Douglas. Looking down the middle. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. He'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And they got him for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Back to throw, it's Douglas. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got it in the middle. It's Goodwin. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Temple lines up quickly. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Plows through the defense. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Owls are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really...
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short.
First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hurst. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Looking for more room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who...
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is... And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Back to throw, it's Douglas. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyler. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle and let...
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. They'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense?
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Douglas. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Taylor. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Now they'll run it to the right here. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. Going downfield for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. To throw, it's Douglas. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
One of the things I love about this defense,
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man, it's Douglas. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Pressure coming. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Douglas. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Finds us back in the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Douglas. They're trying to get to him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Snagged in the middle, it's Goodwin. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Snap it to the back. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not...
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.